That's when it hit me. A sudden, gut-wrenching realization. I might not be human anymore. I mean, whose hands just start smoking out of nowhere in broad daylight? I frantically stripped off my clothes, desperate to figure out what the hell was going on with my body. As I ran my hands along my arm, I felt something. A switch. I pressed it. My fingernails snapped open, revealing 2 charging ports underneath. Before I could even process that, my arm transformed into a full-on cannon and launched the leftover late-night food I hadn't digested. I had no choice but to accept it. My body had changed, but the weirdest part was still ahead. Something was off with my head, too. When I slowly slid my fingers into my skull, my cranium split open, and inside, spinning away like clockwork, was the entire mechanical core of my body. There was no denying it anymore. I had become a fully mechanical being, one packing an insane amount of destructive power. But while I was still stumbling around trying to wrap my head around all of this, Shishigami Hiroki had already mastered that same power. And he'd set his sights on the innocent people of Shinjuku.
1億2000数百万人が一人もいなくなるまで殺していくから。
At first, the bystanders just laughed off his ranting, until the next second, when all hell broke loose. He started attacking, and people dropped one after another. As the crowd panicked, he switched into machine gun mode. The once lively street turned into a killing field in an instant. Everyone scattered, running for their lives. A news reporter on the scene quickly cut to a warning broadcast, urging civilians to take cover, but even he didn't make it out alive, shot down on the spot. In under 5 minutes, half of Shinjuku's population had been wiped out, and he still wasn't done. Mechanical launchers on his back unleashed a swarm of cruise missiles. He raised his arms and conducted their paths like a maestro, sending them screaming across the city in every direction. Within seconds, Shinjuku was in absolute ruins. He surveyed the devastation with satisfaction, then began powering up his finishing move. I arrived on the scene and launched the first strike. It did basically nothing, like trying to tickle him. I watched helplessly as he began to transform. I dove out of the way, but still took a hit from a tracking missile. And before I could recover, he had me in his grip, just when things looked hopeless. A steel pipe came flying out of nowhere and forced us apart. I knew full well I was outmatched in a straight-up fight, so I kept moving, weaving between buildings,